so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Fires to the big fella. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come out.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to throw, it's Glagway. They're bringing heat. And that pass is intercepted. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. First down to start the drive after the break. Beautiful jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but
He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He looks that one in nicely. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Running back searching for a hole. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Gonna take a shot. Got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He'll try to tack on one more. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver shows motion. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Sellers. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's a great job of the defense turning the page. Just gave up a big completion. You come right back here, you defend another shot down the field. That should hopefully give him a little bit of confidence.
Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1.
15, South Carolina, 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
Open runway ahead. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That was going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Touchdown,
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida 22, South Carolina 21.
And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On fourth down, trying to find his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. Let's go. He's looking to throw. Got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 22, South Carolina 21.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Here we go. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. They've got the screen set up. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their... He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Corner's going to give them room. To the air, it's Sellers. Throws to the back. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And you want that clock to run.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't get.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Moving out of the pocket. Got his man downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's gonna pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all.
Throws toward the end zone. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
And guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown. Then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Back to pass, it's Sellers. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Complete in the middle. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll flip it out to his back. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.